Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best third slash fourth tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you without my son today. But I would still appreciate if you hit that like button. Everyone was commenting like, I like this video because of your son. I'm like, well, I hope you like it because of my content as well. So if you do, appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button. And let's get into this team because the teams I put out, I'll link the video above. I put out a video saying here are 3 teams to use for Great League, 2 teams for Ultra League, plus the PV Pokes rankings. And then one of the teams was my team, Coffee Regis, Azu, Medicham. And I said use Trevenant instead. So use Trevenant, Azu, and Medicham. And I did okay with it. The problem actually was the Azu Medicham core. And I used it before, but that was before Trevenant. So Trevenant was causing problems. Even Sableye's tricky. Like anything that was like a shadow would cause Medicham problem, and it would cause Trevenant problems. So it was like a double weakness there. Plus, like it could do like okay against Azu. So I was like, this core isn't working. So I tried different scenarios. I tried. I wanted to try. So I tried like Glare and Stunfisk, and because I wanted to try and keep that sort of like double coverage for Bastiodon, Glare and Stunfisk in the back. And nothing was really working. And then I'm like, you know what? Trevenant has an okay matchup against those two, anyways. And Azu has a good matchup. That's 2 coverages enough. And let's just go with Skarmory because my main sort of weaknesses here are like an ice or grass, like a not an ice, but like a grass. You're gonna see one of the last matchups, the Venusaur I put in has like still loses against the Trevenant, but it's just way better than I expected it to. So I threw in Skarmory, and Skarmory worked really well. So I went up with this team. I think this team, if you have these 3 Pokemon, again, my Azu is a 114-15 XL'd, so that extra bulk definitely helps. But this team did really well for me, and back up to like I think I added around 30-40 ELO range. So definitely pumping up with the ELO with this team. So let's check out the battles. So in this first matchup, Trevenant against Trevenant. So what you're going to see here is like these Shadow Claws do so much to each other because you're both weak. So you build up to the Shadow Ball, but there's really no point. We see MP tie here. We're both going to bait because there's no point in going for the nuke because we're both going to shield anyways. So I know that they're going to outpace me to the next Seed Bomb, which will take me out. So I'm going to catch the Seed Bomb on the Skarmory. So catch it on the Skarmory. Save all that energy on the Trevenant. Absorb that. And they come in with a Vigoroth. So again, there's really only like one super hard punish in my opinion, and that is Bastiodon. Glare and Stunfisk isn't that hard of a punish. You can take it pretty low. So Vigoroth comes in, and it can only throw resisted Body Slam. So I built up to the Brave Bird here. I'm just going to go Sky Attack because I don't even know if a Brave Bird would have taken it out, and it would have taken it out. So maybe that was a mistake on my part. But I still think because they can only throw Body Slams, they're going to have to throw here or I'm going to get a move off. And they do throw here. So I think, okay, Trevenant is pretty low. I can just come in and bubble this down and come out with some energy. I'll take whatever move they throw if they even get to the move, which they do not. I know Trevenant's dry, right? Because it just threw the move. So it's not going to get to Seed Bomb before I get to this. So I'm going to get to this, throw the Ice Beam. If they get to the Seed Bomb, they let it go. And out comes the Ninetales. So this is okay. It's going to come down to a bait game, which just check out my video yesterday. So I call this bait as it's sort of like one of their only win conditions is to like bait me and then get this off because I got a move pretty much loaded there. And I'm going to throw this Hydro Pump because again, go for the nuke in my opinion. And this one lands. So now I can just bubble down. Now their only win condition is a Dazzling Gleam because you're not going to get to a, I don't think you can get to a Weather Ball and Dazzling Gleam there because I can just probably bubble down before you get to the move. So again, that just go check out my baiting video. It's kind of just like understanding your opponent's win conditions there. So that's it. So I'm glad I saw this on Lisa. I'm like, okay, what is the actual, who wins here? And so what you see is the Shadow Ball doesn't do enough, but 2 Shadow Balls will take it out. You will have to shield up the first Flamethrower, but you're going to get to a second Shadow Ball before they get to a Flamethrower. So that's going to force a shield, right? So I'm building up a bit. I'm like, okay, let's just go for the nuke here, take this out again, or grab a shield. I could have baited because I was like, again, they probably won't go down with all that energy, but just in case they did. And I was like, I don't want to get farmed down here, so let's just go for Seed Bomb because Seed Bomb may hit for a decent amount between these claws, and Seed Bombs may take it out, and they respected it, so they shielded up because these claws are adding up. And like Trevenant, if you haven't played with it, like it gets up real fast. So I take the Flamethrower because I'm up a shield, and out comes a Sableye. And this is what I'm talking about the Sableye matchup. I think I'm going to shield the return, but like if you're going for Hydro, they outpace you to the return. Like I had a 1 bubble advantage, and they got to the return before I even got there. So if you're not running Play Rough here, and do I go for the farm down? And I don't think they can get to a second before they get farmed down here. So I think they just throw the foul play here. But Sableye is like really tricky. And someone said in my baiting video, like if Sableye baits a foul play, you can take this Azu matchup. So out comes the Bastiodon. I'm just going to throw this because I don't want to play. Ice Beam does nothing, so I'm just going to get this out of here. I got Skarmory in the back for whatever else is there. And it is a Metachamp, so you'd love to see it. They can't run with your punches here, so they need to go for the Psychic. I'm going to go for the Nuke here because it's either going to land and it's game over. It's pretty much game over anyways. Okay, so it lands. I'm just now going to come in and I can just Air Slash down, and they cannot do anything about it because, yeah. And actually, when I had a Metachamp in, that was also a weakness. Was like Skarmory was a weakness for this team. So this is a tricky matchup. This is really one of my only matchups like against it. So I'm glad they didn't leave here. There's a couple. I played the team like 2 or 3 times today. You're gonna see it in here once. It's Swampert. I'm blanking on this name. Drapion, and a third. I forget the third was. But so lucky I had the matchup that I come in with because Skarmory is my only answer here. And you could survive 2 crunches here, which is great. They need 3 crunches. So between that, you can win in the various shield matchups here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do because I cannot have either my Trevenant or my Azu. So if you have a Drapion, it's a pretty good core breaker. So I do win switch and even shield. So that's perfect. And they come in with the Trevenant. So hopefully I can get this off, and I can, which means that they will now have to shield or else they're going to be taken out. I can now align my own Trevenant with it. The problem is they have a few slash advantage here. I got to respect it because also I'm going to get nuked here, and I don't want it to see, or do I not respect? Yeah, I do respect it because I'm going to get nuked because I think I can outpace, and they come with a Mandibuzz, so I'm glad I have an Azu. And this is why you have to pair your Trevenant with an Azu because you are just like not drawing dead, but you're pretty done against any sort of dark. So you need that Azu core. So Trevenant Azu core works well because Trevenant's weak to dark and fire. So you cover there. Azu's weak to poison, which it doesn't beat poison, but like it's not, Shadow doesn't beat poison, but it still does well against it. And that's also why I put in the Skarmory because like Nidoqueen could be a little tricky for this team to a certain extent. So that's why I put Skarmory in. So Skarmory is a nice third because it just has so many resistances. This team is double weak to fire. I didn't put the team in because I did run into a Shadow Ninetales, and I was like, I love it. But I didn't put it in. I won the battle. So you can see here, and then I sniped because I have a ton of energy, and I did not want them to farm up there. So snipe this, take the win. Yeah. So this team is double weak to fire, but you can maneuver between the, like if you line up as you're okay, and then if you outpace really hard with the Shadow Claws, so you're okay there too. So again, this is a team getting a lot of lag. I had it a lot. I was sleeping in the more family stuff. My daughter's sick again, so she's been having a real tough time, fever, throwing up. So I've been sleeping on the floor beside her at night, just in case I need to catch the puke with a bucket. But and that room has really bad Wi-Fi, so I tried to play a few matches last night, and I was getting like a ton of just like lost connection. Because that's why I always say like don't play if you don't have an amazing connection, because that happens a lot. Just part of the game, I guess. But yeah, so got a lot of lag. I'm able to farm down. That's okay because I just need to keep switch, and they come with the Skarmory. I was like, okay, this is going to be tricky because I can try and Brave Bird here, and I don't get to it, so that's not great. I do have a shield here. The thing is, I have such a dominating matchup against the... Am I going to shield and respect the Brave Bird or just let it go? I think I'm going to let it go, yeah, because I need to save that shield for Trevenant. It's low enough that I can bait here with the Ice Beam because Ice Beam / Bubbles is probably going to do enough here. and they have 2 shields. So out comes the Swampert. I'm already ahead on energy, and I got the seed bombs. And then it has to go. It can't go Hydro because Hydro isn't going to do anything. So they gotta go for the Sludge. So I'm able to get to this move. Easy one shot. There goes that. Out comes the Skarmory. I'm probably going to shield and get a move off here because I already have basically a move here. Oh yeah, and I went for the big salmon. So, so one debate. I showed you a video yesterday of the Muck baiting me. And I was like, just no, Muck, go for the nuke to take it out because then you have a decent one in the back. And it was the same thing here. I had the Shadow Ball and I almost have an Ice Beam. I should have just nuked it because now they get to move. Anyways, I did grab the second shield so I can get the Ice Beam off and win anyways. But I was just kind of like, you just ignored the advice that you gave yourself yesterday. Like if they're in that scenario, throw the nuke. Like I still had a win condition and Ice Beam in the back, so I should have just thrown the nuke there. That was a mistake on my part. But the team goes. So you see, I'm down I'm down to 29.58 here. So I did drop a lot figuring out this team, and then I'm back up to like 30.40 with this team. So again, Drapion in. So someone must have just realized. I don't know if a YouTuber put it out or people just realized based on the Halloween Cup that Drapion is a beast, and it's a great core breaker. Like if you're gonna see Trevenant, Azu, Medicham. To a certain extent, not Medicham because it's half fighting, so that takes neutral. But like other things that are weak to dark, like Deox, Jellicent, right? It's a nice core breaker, but Skarmory's a pretty good answer for it because I'm gonna win in the various shield scenarios. I have to shield up the third, but I can get to this one. This will force the last shield or take it out. I almost hope they let take it out because now what you're gonna see is we're gonna get super low here. So I have to shield because I need to get rid of this. I can't have it aligned anywhere else here. I have to also worry about a catch now. So that's on my mind. And I was like, yep, catching there. So I'm bank that, coming with here. I know they are likely to throw, as long as they don't sneak a move in, as I played with this matchup too. And I snuck a bubble in, so that's huge. So I'm okay. Because they can get to a Skytack Brave Bird if they sneak one in before you get to the Hydro Ice Beam. Because I played this match in reverse. I think today too. But because I snuck the bubble in and they did not sneak a air slash through, I'm able to get this Ice Beam. I will take this out and we'll secure the win here because out comes the Stunfisk. They either don't throw before or they do throw and it doesn't take me out because I'm a very thick XL. So it doesn't take me out. I get the Ice Beam off. Gonna come in with Trevenant right away. Or no, I'm not gonna come in Trevenant. Because they're going to snipe me because I need to keep the alignment here because I cannot have this see my thing, right? So I had to keep that, get this off, and then I have Trevenant to just take this quickly out with this Seed Bomb because it is a super fast charging Pokemon. So super strong team. Again, Azu's a little tricky to get because it's basically XL'd. Skarmory, a lot of people have. Trevenant was out there for a while. Sableye on the lead. Tricky. So I was like, okay, I played this match a couple times. I lost once with Sableye on the lead. And so what you need to do is you need to chip here and then bail. Because the chip's either going to put it super low or it's going to put it super low or it's going to get a shield. And it got a shield there. So that's great because now it's already got one shield. I think it's double shield here. That'd be interesting. They do double shield. I'm wondering if this is my... No, I lost to, I think it's in here. I lost to a Sableye Mandibus core because I just had bad alignment. And Sableye's tricky, and this is what I'm talking about. So I assume this could be, oh yeah, it's a I remember this one. Yeah, okay. It's a purified one. So I assumed it would be Stone Edge, which would still, or Power Gem, which would still hurt. So I shielded up. It's just a Shadow Sneak. So they got one shield there. They come in here with an Azu. So I come in here to try and take it, and it's a Mandibus. So this is the matchup. Yep. So that's the problem with running a no, it was just misalignment, right? No, sorry. What I was going to say there is that's the problem with running Hydro Pump. I'm running Hydro Pump because I need it for the Bastion, Glare, and Stunfisk. But when you're then in the mirror match and they can just throw the play roughs, you're done. And that's kind of what happens here. Like they get one move off. I don't have Play Rough, which would take this out. Ice Beam doesn't even take this out. They get another move off, even though I have a shield. I'm already way too low with the Hydro, so I think I just top left eventually. So yeah, that's Mandibuzz Sableye core is tough because Sableye will take out the Trevenant, and the Mandibuzz will take out the Trevenant, and both actually have okay matchups in the back there, like surprisingly okay matchups in the back there. So Trevenant against Sableye again. So this I'm going to do probably the same thing here. This one is Purified. Chip it, get out of here into Skarmory. And I go Skarmory just because I know that they can only throw the returns, and I don't want to play the big game with the Azu. And if they have a Sableye, they are also likely running Azu counter, right? Because most people would. So I'm just going to go straight for the Brave Bird here because I think I'm just going to be outpaced otherwise. So let's do as much damage as I can. Maybe I can sneak into the Sky Attack here before they throw, and I can, which is great. It's just going to put it super low. I don't think it won't take it out, but I'll put it really, really low. And now what I want to do, I can come in and either Shadow Claw to get ahead on energy, and I have to shield because they do outpace me. I could have come in with Azu and just bubbled and got ahead on energy there. But I think that getting ahead on energy here is okay because now I can throw the Seed Bomb again. This would take it out. And now I can force a shield and come in with my Azu, knowing that I only need to shield up a return, but I caught a foul play because they were trying to throw ASAP. So I know this is just a foul play because that was too fast. So catch a foul play, which is nice. And they are not leaving. And so I'm just going to farm. And I'm like, okay, there's no reason for this not to be a return. So I'm going to throw the return. And I was like, okay, what do they have in the back that they do not want to see this? I was like, okay, so they assume that I have Play Rough because that's why they're not coming in. I don't have Play Rough, so let's bait. So like, that's one of your conditions, right? They assume they don't know your moveset. You're able to bait there because they know that they need to start shielding the Play Roughs. I'm able to, Switch Clock is coming up, which is huge. Get this Hydro off. This will not take it out, but now I can come in and just claw as much as I can. I was going to go for a claw down, but I'm like, they make it to an Ice Punch, and I don't want to take an Ice Punch unnecessarily. So take this out with the Seed Bomb, and then I can just quickly take out the Sableye. So that's how I kind of work around a Sableye lead, is you just chip it with Seed Bomb and then come in. So this one I was like, oh, this is a great scenario. I'm going to severely outpace. I get to the move, and they haven't thrown yet, so easy bait here because the Shadow Ball will take them out, so they're 100% going to shield because that's what you need to do if you have that much energy, as I said in my video yesterday. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let this go. And a Frenzy, it was like, whoa, that took me into there. So I am now, 2 Frenzies will take me out. So I'm like, that's not great. I thought it'd be way bit less than that. So I just throw the nuke here because, again, grab the second shield or take this down. And I'm going to shield because I think I can outpace to the third. I think I can go Shadow Claw Seed Bomb to take this out. And they catch on a Stunfisk. So that was a decent catch. I threw it anyways just because one Hydro Pump does not take it out. So I wanted to do the chip damage so that one Hydro Pump does take it out. I know I'm going to have to eat an Earthquake, which is fine, because I know that the Venusaur is going to come back in. So I'm not going to waste my shield here. So I'm going to build up a bit more because I need to have a bit of energy coming out of this. So the Hydro will take it out. I need a bit of energy coming out. I expect the Venusaur to throw a Frenzy soon, which I will probably shield and get to the Ice Beam. Yeah, because I was like, I think I could just go Skarmory one shielded in the back, but I don't know what they have in the back, so I'd rather just bank some energy here. Maybe I need a Hydro, maybe something that I need a Ice Beam with, and it's an Azu, so I'm like, okay, I know how to do this one. I need to come in here, get ahead on energy, and this is why. If I sneak in the Air Slash and they do not sneak in a bubble, I'm okay. So that one's even. If it's a Hydro, I know they can just go Ice Beam after, and it is a Hydro. So I can throw that, deny the move there, which is big. And I think denying the move, maybe the denying the move allows me to get to the Brave Bird. 2, 3, 4, and we CMP, yeah, and I get to the Brave Bird. So as long as you deny the bubble getting through, you can go there, take it out for the win. And that is the team. So it's a strong team, strong core, really solid counter options. I was looking at what the alts they recommended on PvPoke, and they recommend like Bastiodon, and I don't have an like an XL Bastiodon to make it worth it. They were recommending Metacham, but again, there's too many double weaknesses there, so I didn't like that. Glaring Stunfisk I tried, and so Scarring was just the best. That it has like a ton of resistances, covers a few weaknesses there all around. It does well in neutral matchups, so that was a team. I don't have a maxed out Sableye yet. I saw that there is a Spotlight Hour, so I will be able to max it out after that. But I'm only like 14 XL candy short, so I'm almost maxed out anyways. So I'm gonna try it tomorrow because Sableye has just been like running up against it today has been a beast. So I just definitely want to try it tomorrow. So look out for that. Again, submit any battles you have if you want me to review them, because it is what is today? Tuesday was I'm filming this Tuesday to go up Wednesday, which means I only have 2 more videos Thursday, Friday, and then one of them is probably going to be season 10, like a season 9 recap, season 10 info, because of it starts next Monday, right? So they need to release it probably, knowing them, Thursday, Friday. That's when they released it last time, so I'll put out a video on that as soon as I know. And yeah, so yeah, we're running out of time to do videos, so I guess I'll maybe actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if that's the case, if this is going up Wednesday and the other 2 videos, I want to try and put out like 1 or 2 more teams for you guys to win with, so you can try and push Legend. So I'll try and make those videos. Maybe I'll save the analyzing people's battles for like the second week of Great League or something like that, or like over the Christmas holidays when people aren't watching YouTube as much. So that's it. Thanks for watching. There's one more thing I wanted to say. Right. I put out one of my most disliked videos, which I don't care. I still like doing it. One of my most disliked videos was actually when I purposely let people hit Legend. Like I always do it in the final. If I hit Legend and I'm around 3,000 ELO, which I am now, I always throw battles to people in the last like 3 to 4 days of this, because my thought process is if you're at like 2950 or above this late into a season, like there's no point of you not to get Legend. If you grinded that hard to get that high, you should probably hit it anyways. So if I can give you an extra battle win, it doesn't matter to me at this point because I already hit Legend, or I'm not going to hit leaderboard, so it doesn't matter. So I'll probably let people win, but I'm not going to like film it and showcase it like last time, because again, a lot of people did not like that. But just keep that in mind if you see me and you're close to, and I see your ELO and you're close in the next few days, I'll probably just throw the match to you. So, and keep that in mind because other people do that too. So if you're grinding and you think you're going to lose no matter what, just keep going, play out the match, because some people quit last second to give you the win. So that is it. I've been talking for a while. Thanks for watching. Good luck if you want to use this team, and I will see you guys in the next one.